This is Vince and Jeremy on job number 32346182. This is an upload video. We got called out for several toilets not flushing. Checked the outside clean out. Came to realize we had a clog in the main line of this commercial building. We ran out originally with our root rat tip and met a real hard blockage between 30 and 50 feet. The root rat, I worked at about 20-30 seconds, couldn't get through. Swapped to a penetrator tip and it went right through, and within about a minute after that spot with the penetrator tip, the line drained down rapidly. We've ran our camera out all the way to the city sewer. We're 188 feet from the outside clean out, and you can see just the mountain of paper and waste and sludge that was clogging this pipe is now sitting in the city system. We're pulling back into the customer's private line. Immediately you see we're underwater. That tells me right here the line does not have grade. It's holding water here and acting like a trap for all that paper you just saw. When things sit in the sewer line, they just break down into sludge, and then you can try to cable it like another person cabled this line, and ultimately water pressure is going to be what clears it. You can see we come back above water at 184 feet, and you see water is running right now. That belly is catching stuff, forming clogs. It's right at the city tie-in. Okay, a few feet back you can see we're underwater again. So the last segment of this line is like a roller coaster with pockets of water acting like a trap for solid waste and paper. Still pulling back. You can see there's evidence of buildup on the walls of the pipe and the ceiling. Something tells me this line's been partially clogged for quite some time. It's just finally reached a critical mass to affect the toilets inside the store. This is white PVC. Okay, again, a little section here. I don't believe that's water coming by. I think that's actually water pooling in the pipe. As you can see, my camera nearly becomes submerged here. This is not as major as the bellies later on in the line, but it still slows the flow of the solid waste. Lots of buildup here, as you can see. Okay, we transitioned to a green PVC, and you can just barely make out where this water is pooling. There's a little bit of a lip on the bottom of the pipe where the green pipe meets the white. That's 123 feet from the outside clean out. You see the water pooling here. This also contributes to the formation of clogs. That offset on the pipe, although it appears minor, can absolutely cause clogs. It's kind of like this, except that one, the latter section of the green pipe there, the lip's on the bottom as opposed to the top. From our perspective here, the bottom of the pipe is on the right-hand side of the screen. Almost looks like a rubber coupler maybe that's sagged or weakened. There's a tie-in right here, probably another clean out as it's 100 feet from this one. Okay, this section you see is not holding water. That's good. I mean, we got grade. You can just see the years worth of buildup. It's discoloring this pipe. Alright, so here's another belly. The camera is about 1 inch in diameter, and you see it's almost perfectly halfway, maybe a little more. So there's a 1/2 inch body of water just sitting in this line. The bellies are what's causing this line to clog. Right here, you see it. There's a non-dissolvable paper product, I believe. That's a small sample of what you saw at the beginning of this video. See, it's hanging out. The water isn't moving, so this stops, sits overnight, hardens. Tomorrow it catches more than the next day. And we end up in the situation we were at today. A little more of a belly here. You can actually see a little bit of deformation there as well. It should be perfectly circular, but you can see it's starting to ovalize. It's just the weight of the parking lot on the pipe. I don't see that as severe, but it's definitely noteworthy. You see this dimple? That's a rock buried on the pipe that is compressed, tamped down, asphalted over for the parking lot, and then driven over, and you see that rock's wanting to penetrate through that pipe. That would cause issues too. If that pipe broke there, even on the top would be a problem. Okay, looks like there was a fitting there. Can't quite make out because you see the camera has gone underwater again. This is almost to the outside clean out, so this is right where all the waste is leaving the building. Right away, there's a belly. This is going to stop the flow of waste, paper, anything that gets flushed or drained down a sink. Caught right here. We're pulling up and out of the outside clean out now. This is where the work was performed today. This concludes the video inspection. Thank you for choosing Bulldog Rooter.